What's going on, Gemini? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy your higher self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, the theme of this week for the monthly spread is going to be business and all the ways that we can get your empire off the ground there, Gemini. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems are feeling good, just good vibrations all around here. So with this business spread, I'm going to be pulling 10 cards and doing clarifications as need be. And of course, a good old surprise card at the end, Gemini, so don't you panic. And in case y'all were curious, I'm bringing back an OG deck here, the one that started this whole channel off, Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck. And I included a link for this one and other decks that I like using in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested, Gemini. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here, which is going to be the current situation. So, highest self, what is the current situation for Gemini in business right now? Let's see what's been cooking in your realm, Gemini. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I'm with it. You got the death card here. I know I'm probably way too excited for this, but this is an awesome thing, Gemini, because I feel like with this popping up here, there's a transformation happening. And whatever that looks like for you, maybe for some, maybe we're getting ready to go climb that promotional ladder here. Maybe for some others, maybe we're getting ready to branch off, start our own type of thing. Whatever this is looking like, Gemini, embrace that, because you're getting ready. There's a metamorphosis happening, and that's what the death card is all about, embracing that transformation, that change. This is Scorpio energy here, and we want to do things, make sure that whatever we're in business, whether we're owning our own or we're working for a corporation, make sure that is promoting growth, because if we're in a place that's trying to stagnate us and all that stuff here, that's really not the. In Gemini, you're in a safe place. I can't tell you what to do. If you're comfortable with that, that's fine. But that's just going to make this transformation all the more uncomfortable and a little bit awkward along the way. So I will say, try to work with this energy, not against it. And we still got Mars retrograde in Gemini still right now. So that's something to just be mindful of as well. We don't want to work against the energies at this time. So I like that. Let's. Yeah, I dig that. Let's keep it moving, Gemini. Let's go to your second card here, which is going to be a challenge. So, higher self, what is the current challenge for Gemini at this time? Oh, hold up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Well, not in this instance, but we're going to get there. You got the big energy here, Gemini. You got the priestess here. And so I feel like the current challenge right now is kind of what I was talking about here earlier. If we've been resisting this change, then that's us going against our intuition here. The high priestess she's a very intuitive figure here. She's represented by the moon. And you know how the moon is, depending, going through each of the zodiac signs, constantly changing phases. We need to be adaptable with all this energy here. And I feel like that's the challenge going to be for some of you, is to not work against this transformation here, because I feel like there's something that's trying to level you up in life, and explore that. If we're at this place where maybe we've been feeling like we've been in a rut for a while, let's say in either position, dig down deep. What is that? Why do I feel like I've stagnated? What's caused that? Is it do I love what I'm doing? Because I feel like there's a difference when you're doing something you love and you hit hurdles along the way. That's one thing. But when we're at a place where you're just kind of you're on autopilot, it's just there's no excitement, there's nothing, there's just it's just sort of meh. You're just sort of going through the day like a zombie. That's that's not really a, like, what kind of life is that? You want to get you want to be in a place where you've had experiences, where you've gone through these death moments and you've come out better and, better and badder and, bigger than when you started. And then, you have memories to share with people. And then you're kind of like leading by example here, because how can you expect to grow a company if you're resisting change? You know what I mean? And not even if you're growing one, but how do you expect to rise up? Or, maybe if you're thinking about getting promotions or anything along those lines, maybe you want to own this business that you're at one day. You can't do that if you're not growing. And you can't do that as well if you're not trusting your instincts here. And so we gotta, I feel like once we get over that first hurdle, then everything is going to align up here, Gemini. And then look at you like doing your priestess praise there. Like everyone, look at me. Gemini has arrived. So that's where I feel like we want to focus on, not resisting this change, Gemini. Change is for the good. This is something that is going to better you in the long run there. So just remember that. But you know what? I want to get a little bit more on this priestess. Just a touch. Higher self, can we just kind of expand on that priestess a little bit here? I feel like there's like a little extra nugget in there. So, let's see what's going on. Yeah, wow, Gemini. Major Arcana City. You got the Chariot here. And I feel like, just keeping that momentum. I don't even know why I should have trusted my intuition. And see, that's what happens, Gemini. That was a perfect, and how funny, this is my card. It's Cancer's card. And my ruler, man. See, Gemini, when you don't listen to your intuition here, everyone comes up and scolds you. So, follow that. Keep that momentum going. Work with this energy here, because this is going to be you at the end of this game. You're going to be sitting up there meditating, relaxing, victorious. Coming at the end of this thing. This is what a boss looks like in whatever you're trying to do here. And that's where we want to get you. We want to get you sitting up on your chariot, meditating on your win. Sphinxes at your feet. You know what I mean. Let's get to your third card here, which is going to be where you can find help at this time. So, higher self, where is it that Gemini can find help at this time? Let's see where Gemini can find. That's so funny, Gemini. Let's pull this card. What's going on here? Nice. You got the Prince of Wands here. And so I like that this popped up, because this guy is my fake it till you make it card. So, and I know that's going to be weird how I'm about to apply this, but hang with me, because I feel like where you can find some help. Maybe, if we're like, let's say we're in a place where you're thinking of, let's say you've been flirting with the idea of rising above, and that's why this transformation is happening. You've been thinking about flirting with a promotion, flirting with starting your own business, whatever that is, that next step is looking like. If we've been feeling, like maybe you pulled the trigger on it, but now that the chariot's moving, we're starting to have like first doubts here. Like, oh, can I do this thing? Will I be able to rise up to the occasion? Because when each kind of level up, Gemini, you do take on more responsibility. So I get where that can maybe kind of have us falter a little bit, but it's all about faking it till you make it, because we all, if this is something new that we're going into, we all have to start somewhere. And so be compassionate to yourself and know that with practice, and there's going to be are you going to make mistakes? Yes. And will there be, but you're also going to have accomplishments too. Look, this is a big accomplishment here. That's all the Chariot's about. And that's where I feel like that's all you need to be about. Embody this Chariot energy. Picture yourself while you're going through this transformation. Visualize how you're going to look at the end of the game here, because that's what the High Priestess does too. She is the barrier between, like, she's aware of what happens in the past, and she knows what's going to happen in the future, because she's constantly working in the present. She's manifesting what she wants here. Nothing catches her off guard. She's the type that if she wills it into being. And that's where I feel like you're going to get there, Gemini, but it's going to take practice practice, and it's going to be trial and error. But if we don't do anything, then of course nothing is going to happen. So let's go ahead and let's go out there and get it. Let's go out there, because you bring it again. You brought big energy coming out right out the box, and you're still keeping it going. We got a court card here, and so and you know what? This could be too, where if we need someone, if we need like an example, someone to kind of emulate. Look up different people in whatever field you're in. See how they're doing it. See what you like. See what you don't like, and then make it yours, Gemini. That is High Priestess work at its finest. Make that work for you, Gemini. Let's get to your fourth card here, which is going to be some long-term gains. So, higher self, what are some long-term gains for Gemini at this moment? Let's see what we can expect in the long term here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice. You got the Prince of Swords here. And I feel like with this popping up, I feel like we're going to get the clarity that we've wanted from this thing. We're going to see at the end of this thing that enlightenment that you're looking for. We've been faking it for a little while, but with, like I said, with some time and with some practice and with some adjusting along the way, we're going to get to this place where we know what we're doing. Where we're feeling confident in our decisions here. Because with the Prince of Swords, he's a very intelligent figure. All about the good energy here. But sometimes, he can get kind of lost in the options here. Can kind of lose his direction, if you will. So I feel like that clarity and that drive is going to come with you. Just keep, if we keep at this thing, that's why you were going through this whole transformation is going to make all the sense when you get on the other side of it. It's hard to see when we're in it, but before you know it, you're going to be on the other end of this thing, and you're going to be doing this thing like a master. So don't stress right now. Just focus on what you need to. You see where you're weak at. Refine those skills. Don't just dwell on what you can't do. Do something about it. Make it so that you can do it. And if you don't know how to go about doing it, reach out. Figure out someone who can help you there, Gemini. Go claim that clarity. Okay. Let's get to your fifth card here, which is going to be some short-term goals, or excuse me, short-term gains. So, higher self, what are some short-term gains for Gemini at this time? Let's see. What are some short-term gains? Nice. You got the 4 disc here, and that's what I'm talking about. This is about that coming into your power here, this Death, High Priestess, Chariot combo right here. This is you coming into that foundation, because now we know what we're working with here. And now I feel like we're embracing the energies. You see what happens when we started working with this thing, where we started trusting our intuition and things started to kind of line up here. Now we're getting stability again. We're getting power. We're getting some control. And remember, too, that with this card, this is the Sun in Capricorn here. It's going to take a little bit of work, but once we shine light on where we need to put in the work, like I was saying, let's put in that work. Let's go get them. Let's show them how Gemini does it, because Gemini, you do it. I don't need to keep putting this in your face. I'm just about to post. I'm just going to tape this to the camera just so you don't forget what a boss you are. Let's get to your 6th card here, which is going to be some strength. So look at that. I'm boosting your ego up either way, Gemini. I got your back. Let's higher self. What are some strengths that Gemini's working with? Because now we're just getting silly. Let's see what strengths you're working with right now, Gemini. There's that clarity. Ace of Swords. Look at that. I guess it wasn't so long term now, was it? Because look what happened. You've got all the tools you need right here. And this is my card of 2. With great power comes great responsibility. So if you're not doing anything with this energy, then you might as well go ahead and hang this sword on the wall, because it's going to, at least it's doing something up there. But Gemini, take that thing off the wall. Go flex this strength. You already know what you're doing. Trust that. Trust that you're going to figure this thing out, And with the Ace of Swords, too, this is a card of having the ability to meet obstacles with that power there, with that know-how. And that's a great strength when it comes with business, Being able to see a situation, analyze it, execute. And that's where I feel like you're going to get to. This is what you're working with here, Gemini. That's sick. Let's go on to your weakness here. Which, you know what I like to call weaknesses, strengths waiting to be discovered. So, higher self, what are some extra strengths that Gemini's needs to discover here? But yeah, let's see where some areas you might need some refinement in, Gemini. Let's see, in all seriousness, let's see what's going on. It's one of your cards here. You got the Nine of Swords. And I feel like maybe where we're weak is that we're in our confidence. Maybe because the Nine of Swords, this is some, it can be kind of intense energy, because this is a card of cruelty. It's a card of kind of malicious energy, kind of mean energy, in the sense of like all the things that we kind of tell ourselves. We can get to this place of like, well, I don't feel like I'm good enough. I don't think I can do this. Someone does this way better than I do. They're going to get this thing. And you see how with each doubt, this party is getting bigger, and before you know it, it's like a Nine of Swords celebration here. We don't even know what happened. And I feel like the thing is changing up the dialogue in your head. When I feel like when you got that negative thought coming up in here, what I personally like to do when I feel that stuff coming in there, pause. Hit the pause button. It's like, okay, that was silly. Because, thoughts just come into our heads, but if we attach to them, that's when it becomes a problem. And so when you find yourself attaching yourself to a negative thing, feed a positive thing in this thing. Like, okay, oh man, I'm not sure if I can do this, but right now, but with some time and with some practice, I'm going to be a boss at this thing. You see how you changed the dialogue? We've addressed the issue, and then we've changed how we're working with the energy here. You see what I mean? Because it's like if you've been with me, obviously I've changed things up again this week because, camera thing. And it's like, could I have stuck in here like, oh my gosh, it's another technological thing. What am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. So it's like, okay, I have a camera thing, and I need to fix it. So what are you going to do? Get creative. And that's what I did. Got creative. And that's what you can do, Gemini. You can get creative. It's all knowledge in the palms of your hands. You know what? You're so bossy. You're probably holding that sword with one hand. Just go through, show them how it's done. Show these swords that you're bigger than them. That you don't get brought down by this kind of stuff here. You use this stuff here to lift you up. Remember, Gemini, your power here. We're keeping that stability here. Let's get to your next card here. Which is good. I hope that made sense. I know I kind of got the analogy went all over the place, but I hope you understood that. That this mentality here is only temporary. It's all a matter. It's all up to a paradigm shift. But let's get to your 8th card here, which is what to focus on in the now. So higher self, what should Gemini focus on in the present right now? Let's see where your attention should be at right now, Gemini. Yeah. Okay. Nice. You got the Aeon card here, and I like that. You know what? Let this be then, because that's a great thing to focus on. What is your end game right now? Where are you trying to get to? And like I was saying here, envision yourself getting to that place, getting to where, let's say, for example, if you're trying to become a manager, imagine yourself sitting in your chair. You're in your manager's chair right now. You're spinning around in there. Kick your feet up. Kick your feet up on your desk. Sit back. Think about how you're going to run this ship, how you're going to be the best boss that's ever come in this thing. You know what I mean? Already get into that. What are you eating for lunch? Just visualize how your day is looking, and keep doing that. Keep that visualization up, knowing that there is a point to this thing. We're trying to bring this journey here, this chapter, to a close. So that we can go on to the next thing. But we got to keep our eye on the prize here, that this, even when we're in the even when we get into the state of like this mindfulness here, where we get kind of lost in these emotions, and even in this death card here, that all of this stuff here, it's happening for a reason, and it's going to come to an end at some point in time. And then it'll be the next chapter that's going on here. So just, I like that. Let that be your focus here. That you are going to get to your finish line here. Because this is the second to last stop before you get to your finish line here. So let's kind of wrap some things up here. And this is also a card of like a what am I trying to say here? Almost like an epiphany, you know, like a realization, you know, that things are coming to a close here, that you have the tools to get to this thing. So let's get to your ninth card here, which is going to be what to focus on in the future. So higher self, what is it that Gemini should focus on in the future? Let's see. Yeah, what are some future things that Gemini should focus on at this time? Yeah. Okie dokie. Yes. Didn't I tell you kick your feet up? Because you've succeeded. And that's what, again, focus. That's Gemini. The theme, I feel like, for your reading is visualization. Imagine where you want to be, you know, in this, because you're in the perfect spot for it. You're going through the transformation right now. This is the nature of your problem. Figure out what you paint while you're going through this thing. Don't focus on the fact that this is just like all the uncomfortable things that are happening right now. We're focusing on 6 of disc. We're focusing on getting the Aeon card here. We're focusing on getting our stability. We're following our intuition here, because we have the best tools here to get to our victory. Look at the story you just painted out here. And we got a little bit left over here. Look at that. You left your mindfulness behind. You got your lessons. And now you won. Like, come on, Gemini. Let's get to your last card here. Like, did I tell you what the 6 of disc is about? The 6 of disc is a card of success. It's a card of that win. I don't even know where it is. There it is. And this is the moon in Taurus here too. The moon is exalted in Taurus. And I feel like that to say that the energy is just going to feel so good when you get to this place here. But you just gotta, you know what it's like to win, Gemini. Embody that when you, in this new undertaking that you're going to take to, or that you're getting ready to go on. And man, Gemini, there's nothing you can't do. You're going to be whatever avenue that you take in this business realm, you're going to own it, kill it. Let's get to your last card here, which is going to be some opportunities. So as if this wasn't just one big opportunity here. I'm with it. Higher self, what are some opportunities in? Let's spoil Gemini. What are some last minute things that we got here for them? Oh, okay. Interesting. You got the 5 of Swords here. And I you know what? I personally like that came up, because this is what I'm talking about. When you get, how do I want to put this? Because there's something good here, Gemini. Hold on, let's switch back over, because I feel like with this being your opportunity here, you can focus on the defeat here. You know, you can stay in this nine of Swords area here. And you know, this you can work against this energy here. I don't even know how I want to put this. I feel like it's the opportunity is, I feel like, to realize that you can win this thing. If you tell yourself that you're going to lose, if you feel like you're not going to make it, that you're not going to accomplish this thing, if you stay in this energy here, all of your opportunities are going to go dormant. Not that you've missed out on them, because I don't feel like you missed out on opportunities. It's just the universe is just aligning. It wasn't the time, apparently. But if we change this mentality to this winner state here, because all I saw throughout this reading here was a winner. If we keep that in mind and don't let this thing paint our picture here, the opportunities that are going to come for you are going to be innumerable. You know, there's just, sky is, you can reach past the sky with this stuff here. I mean, look at the tools that you're bringing here. So I hope that makes sense, because that's I feel like once we shift that mentality here, the world is going to open up for you. You know what? Just to make sure, let's get a little, just to spoil you, Gemini. Just get a little bit extra here. I do want to get a little bit more on that 5 of Swords here. Higher self, can we clarify the 5 of Swords here? I got ahead of myself. you got the lust card here, and that's what I'm talking about. Look what happened. We changed our paradigm shift. You got your strength back. You got then, because this is a strength card here. This is Leo's card. And you remember, this is Leo's card here too. This Prince of Wands. This is Leo's cards here too. We were faking it till we made it, and now we've made it. Now you're sitting back there on the back of your seven-headed lion thing, and you are making your universe here. And that's all. Look how that paradigm shift happened. So thank you, higher self. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense, Gemini. That caught me off guard a little bit. But yeah, if that resonated with you, I hope that made sense, Gemini, because that was I enjoyed that. That was a nice reading overall. I feel like there are great opportunities for you here. So let's hit that thumbs up button if you like this thing. Yeah, we're switched to the YouTube stuff now. What's the other YouTube things? Share us. If you know someone who might be going through this, Gemini, who might resonate with this thing, let's share this thing, raise that vibration. Hit that bell button. You'll get notified when I upload videos. Subscribe if I didn't already say that. I'm on Facebook. And not that you needed a ticket, but since you got the Chariot card here, and if you have any cancer in your placements, or maybe you're partnering with or know someone who has cancer in their placement, check out the Chariot and Friends. I upload Monday through Friday. All that's in the description box below. But let me get your surprise card here so I can get you out there and go get your fortune. Go out there and go get your fortune. Because that's what the Queen of Disc is about. This is very Queen of Disc energy right here. I would say this... because she's the type that she works with the energies here, Gemini. She sees all this opportunities here, and she's gonna fill this barren field up. She's gonna fill that up with all this abundance right here, because that's the Queen of Swords is resourceful. The Queen of Swords has been the the Prince of Wands in the past. You know, she's had to start somewhere too. But look at you. Look at where she's gotten, because that's where you're gonna be, sitting on your throne, mighty, thinking about what you're going to be doing next. You know what? There's sitting on there knowing that there's nothing that you can't handle. So go out there and show them that there's nothing that you can't handle, Gemini. I like that. That was a stronger finish. So stay safe out there. Keep raising that vibration, Gemini. You got the skills for it. And I will catch you on the next one later.